Hi, I'm Carmelle. This is Carmelle's World, and I'm back. Hello, my people. Happy holidays to everybody who's out there who might come across this video. I'm glad you're going to stop by. Grab a seat, grab a chair, sit down. Front row is always open to new people and old people. For those of you who know of me, who are coming back to see me again, thank you. My heartfelt sentiments, you know you're part of my soul tribe. Hopefully. And for those of you who've never seen me before, how in the heck are you doing? Guy, girl, whatever. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is an open arena. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, the way that I do things, oops, excuse me, y'all. The way that I do things here, I basically, okay. Okay. Hold on one second, because my computer is going crazy right now, and I can't explain why. So hold on one second. Okay, we are back. Hopefully, I won't have any more interruptions from my computer. I don't know if you can tell before I go into any, house announcements, which basically is housekeeping. Oh, excuse me again. I'm a little under the weather. Last time y'all saw me when I did Grace, my face was much bigger than this. It's coming down. And for those who didn't leave a comment about the fact that I look like a pufferfish, I thank you. And for those who thought in their head, what the heck is going on with her? Her face is, yeah, and you didn't say anything. It kept in your head. Thank you. Anywho, I digress. I pick a topic. I define the topic. Then I ask questions about the topic and explain what the topic's about. I give information that's pertinent to the topic. I give my quote-unquote nano wisdom at the end of the video. And basically, that's it. Y'all get in the comments, please. Leave an emoji. Let me know you made it to the end of the video. Say hi. Something. Now, housekeeping. Light housekeeping, but housekeeping nonetheless. Comment section is for positivity. It's for inspiration. Maybe even motivation. It's okay to leave me a comment if you don't agree with what I say or what I'm speaking on. I'm cool with that. But there's a way to say things in a respectful manner. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Carmelle. Miss Carmelle. I'm not really agreeing with what you're talking about, but thank you for being bold enough to say it. My response? Well, thank you very much for even watching the video. And I'm sorry, I apologize if it wasn't something that you liked. Maybe I have other videos that's up that you might like, perhaps. I talk about different topics. Maybe this one didn't, light a fire, but maybe other ones will. But thank you for stopping by. You see how that sounded? Respectful, mannerable. Because see, the thing is, people come in my comment section and they look for inspiration. They look for motivation. They look for information. And if you feel something personal towards me and you feel like you need to get it off your chest, that's not inspiring. That's not motivating. Although it could be informative. But that's not the type of comments that I would like to have in the comment section, please. Because I will block and delete. And it's just that simple. YouTube won't have to tell me anything. I'll already know. Thank you for stopping by, though. Two. Psst. Why ain't you a member yet of the Soul Tribe? We love to have you. Chairs are open. So you need to come on. If you watch my video for shit, didn't cuss, and giggles, you can become a member. It's a silent list. Won't nobody know your business. Won't nobody know you part of it. But you might as well, because I do have more videos to come. And if something you get out of it might help you throughout your day, might help in your relationship, might help in how you even relate to people, I've done my job. And you got something out of it. If you don't do nothing but sit there and go back and forth with me in the video while you sitting there arguing with me, not that I can hear you, but I can feel you. You got something out of it, you might as well become a member. It's free. It is very free. Just hit the buttons. Make sure you hit the button, let you know that notification when my videos drop. And you say it. Nobody ain't got to know. Shh, I won't tell nobody. You know, guys, I won't tell nobody. It's between you and your button at your bush. Because I won't know. I don't look to see who's members of my soul tribe. I just know I have some. And I'm grateful for that. Now, with that being said, oh yeah, I have a cough drop in my mouth. Because my throat and my voice is a little raspy. But I'm going to push through anyway. Because I've been pushed spiritually to do a couple of words, a couple of topics. Today's topic is on mercy. It's that time of year where we should show people mercy. God shows us mercy every day. Every day. And if you don't believe it, look in your mirror. If you're still here to tell the story, you were shown mercy. Because guaranteed, you went through your day. You either said it, thought it, or did it. And you were forgiven by Him. Because of it or for it. So you were shown mercy. Okay? The definition of mercy. Oh yeah. Trusty Dusty. Compassion or forgiveness shown towards someone when it's within one's power to punish or harm. Kind, gentle, or compassionate treatment, especially towards someone who is undeserving of it. Now, with the definition by itself, like I said, during the day, throughout the day, you got up, you went through your day, you laid back down, you either thought it, said it, or did it, and God showed you mercy. BTW, I'm Christian. I do incorporate God into what I speak on. Am I pushing religion? No, I'm not. I would love for you to believe in God. Don't get me wrong. I would. And I hope that listening to me and looking at me as a person, you might get inspired to. But am I saying you need to do this because... No, I'm not. See, everything is about choice. I would hope that you choose to be on the right team before it's too late, but choice nonetheless. My choice is to believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I will speak on them throughout. Maybe, I don't know, because I talk off the top of my head, and I'm led by the Spirit. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay? Now, questions. Should we show mercy to people who knowingly don't deserve it? Should we show mercy at all? How do you show mercy to others? Okay. To show mercy to someone is to offer relief to someone in a miserable state. God shows mercy daily to us. Amen. When a person is angry, it's sometimes our natural reaction to hurt the one who has hurt you. But when you show mercy, you don't blame, shame, or punish the person, even if they have said or done something that puts them in the hot seat of punishment on whatever level. Now I'm going to stop right there real quick. We all know people, persons, person, past, present. And by past, I mean maybe you grew up with somebody that was hard on you, or hard with you, or hard towards you. Maybe you were bullied. Maybe, things happened, and for whatever the reason, people were mean. Present. Maybe you're in a situation that's hard. Maybe, just maybe, you have family members or friends that act a certain way towards you. And because you show them mercy, you're basically putting yourself on a different level. You're not succumbing and sinking to the level of the person who hurt you. You're taking back your power. Now you know that person probably, more than likely, deserves to get whatever the hand called for. But you show them mercy anyway. Because that's what God will want you to do. Why? Because he shows you mercy. In some of the darndest of situations, with some of the darndest outcomes, he still shows you mercy. Prayerfully, you don't repeat history and become the people that were hard on you. Now you're that person and you're hard on everybody else because somebody was hard on you. Don't become that. Don't become hardened by it. Mercy takes practice. It does. Case in point, I had a situation where someone offended my family and myself by doing something very awful, which affected my family negatively. And we have spent years and years and years trying to seek our hearts in God to forgive. And really, honestly, not to act on what we want to act on, but show mercy. And I can tell you that God is working on us still to this day. He's working on me. And I've shown mercy by the very definition of it. Those 3 people that I'm speaking of put themselves in a position where they really should justly get what the hand calls for. Physically, mentally, spiritually, yes, they should. But because I've shown mercy and have asked God to fight this battle for me, whatever I could have possibly thought about humanly doing is nothing compared to what my daddy had in store and has in store. So I'm not going to say it was easy for me to show mercy, and like my last video, grace, and my next video, favor, but it was the only way I can get my peace back. That's another video that's coming. Peace of mind. I took the situation. I had to forgive. I had to let go of hurt and pain, take my power back, and show mercy, and not act on what the other angel on the shoulder with the pitchfork would have wanted me to do. Okay? Believe me, in this particular scenario, if I could show mercy, if you just look throughout your day and the people that you have in your circle, or the people that you work with, people that you live with, even if they might deserve what the hand calls for, so to speak, think of how many times you deserve what the hand calls for and God spared you and showed you mercy. From things you knew of, and sometimes in some scenarios things that you didn't even know were possible. He saved you from things that you didn't see and showed you mercy. Situations that could have been a lot worse, and God showed you mercy. Some you created, some other people created them, but you will show mercy. So I'm saying it to say, put it into practice. And you may have to swallow a little bit at first, but in the end, you take your power back. So long as you sink your energy into something or someone, giving them what the hand calls for, you'll never find peace. You'll be too focused on trying to do harm. Showing mercy lets it go. And you walk away from it. Sometimes that means detaching yourself from people, places, and things. A job, a house, a family member, a friend, a whole circle. That circle might reverse itself down to a dot. But it's worth it in the end. I believe that God would want us to offer mercy to others as He offers it to us. The Bible talks about mercy and forgiveness. A couple of verses. Mercy. Psalms 86:5. For thou, Lord, art good and ready to forgive, and plenteous in mercy unto all them that call upon thee. Matthew 18:21-22. Then Peter came up and said to him, Lord, how often will my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? As many as 7 times? Jesus said unto him, I do not say to you 7 times, but 77 times. So expect it. Expect situations from people. Some you know, some you don't know. But expect that situations are going to arise where mercy is required. And in the back of your mind, that little devil is, you know what? Forgive him for what? No. You ain't going to keep letting somebody do something to you over and over and over and over and over and over, and you're going to keep on forgiving them, showing them. No. It's time for them to feel the heat of the hot seat. But see, what you can do is show them mercy and grace and let them go. Jesus didn't say you had to keep on allowing yourself to be in the hot seat with the person so that they could keep on hurting you and harming you and talking foul to you or whatever they're doing to you. But he said expect it. I'm not telling you you're going to show people mercy yet. More than 7 times. Expect it. 77 times. Showing the mercy. Because it's going to come. Things are going to come. Things are going to happen. People are going to be human. Things are going to come. Nature is going to happen. That's it. But you got to learn mercy. Luke 6:37. Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Bottom line. Colossians 3:13. Bearing with one another, and if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other, as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive. Matthew 6:14 and 15. For you forgive others that trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others that trespasses, neither will your Father forgive their sin and heal their land. You have to learn to forgive. Why is mercy important? James 2:13 says, you must show mercy to others, or God will not show mercy to you when he judges you. But the person who shows mercy can stand without fear at judgment, because showing mercy brings or leads to happiness. Mercy flows from the freedom and the strength that God's truth bestows. Now, basically, like I said earlier, mercy is important. I mean, you very rarely hear anybody say anything about mercy. But when you're showing someone, when you're forgiving someone, maybe holding your tongue, turning the other cheek, when they truly did you wrong, threw salt on your name, stabbed you in the back, said something about you, put you in a position of judgment with somebody else, stole from you, harmed you or your family members in some way, you putting yourself in the same predicament, doing to them what they've done to you. Because it does say in the Bible, do unto others as you have others do unto you. But God also preaches mercy. So he didn't mean it like that. He wanted people to be treated fairly. I can forgive you. I can also walk away from you so that you no longer harm me and my family, so that you no longer threw salt on my name, so that you no longer stab me in the back, so that you no longer rob, steal, kill, whatever. I can walk away. I don't have to stick around and become a punching bag or, a sponge or whatever. I don't have to do that. God didn't create me for that, to be somebody else's whipping post. He didn't. And he didn't create you for that either. Now, if you believe in God, you get what I'm saying. And if you don't, let it go over your head. But let me say it like this. Whatever you believe in, you weren't created to be somebody's whatever at the end of the day so that they can take advantage of a situation with you in it and do something of harm to you in any way, size, shape, form, or fashion. Because harm doesn't always have to be just physical. It could be mental, it could be verbal, it could be spiritual, physical. You don't have to stick around for that. Show mercy and move on to safety in some cases. Why is it so hard for people to show mercy to others? Because we are not free. We still live within and under the terror that sin creates in our lives, and in a sense, it enslaves our thoughts and attitudes to make us believe that if we show mercy to someone, it will be a sign of weakness and destroy our imagined position, our strength that we think we have in a situation we're in. Now, what that basically means is that In Christianity, there is sin. We were all born into sin because of Adam and Eve. Generation after generation after generation after generation, we've been born into sin through woman. And sin will have you believe things in your head that aren't necessarily the truth. Because a situation looks a certain way, then it must be that. You're being held hostage by your thoughts. You done thought a situation out, and you done thought yourself into a scenario that may not even be a real scenario. It might be all in your head. Because that's what you think it has to be like. When in actuality, the people that may be involved in a scenario with you aren't thinking that way at all. But because your mind, because you're locked into your head that this is it and this is the way it is, anything the next person says is going to be harmful. And what the Bible says is that's due to our sinful nature. Sin enslaves our thoughts. And our thoughts enslave us. It doesn't mean that if the person is saying something or doing something or whatever the case may be, it's imagined. No, it's not imagined. If the person is saying or harming you in some way, it's real. They not imagined. If they really are doing something, it's really happening. But it's not a sign of weakness if you forgive the person, if you show them mercy. That's actually a strength. Do you know how strong you have to be to forgive somebody that has hurt you, that has harmed you, that has terrorized your brain, your mind, that has hurt your body, that has done things, that said things to you that are harmful to you as a human being? Do you know how much strength you have to muster up to forgive that person and show them mercy when you know I got the power on the upper hand to hurt you back? But you know, if you do it, you become just as bad as the person that's doing it to you. So you show it mercy. You don't let yourself lower yourself to that person's level. You show them mercy. And then you let it go and let them go with it. Let the whole scenario go if you have to. If you have to preserve your humanity, your peace, your spirit, your mental clarity, your heart, then that means forgive. I'm going to show you, look, bro, I love you. I'm going to show you some mercy in this situation. I'm not going to act on how I know I can't act, but I love me more. I got to go. I could love you better from a distance. How the elders say, love you with a long wooden spoon. I ain't got to be in your face to love you. I could love you from a distance. That's anybody. How do or can you show mercy to others or towards others? Accept people for who they are. Respect their differences from yours. That basically means I love you enough to accept you for who you are. I'm not trying to change you. I could change my existence with you, but by not no longer being in your existence, but I'm not going to try to change you to be in my existence. Absolutely not. No. And I'm going to respect that you're different from me. Okay? I understand we don't think alike. Our differences is what makes us human. You might like the color red. I might like the color blue. I'm not going to argue with you how red is better than blue. Because in my world, everything is red. Well, I like pink. Pink, hot pink, purplish pink, candy apple pink, just pink. I'm not going to argue with somebody how pink is better than blue or pink is better than black or pink. No, that's just who I am. That's what I like. And I'm going to respect the fact that you might like purple or you might like orange or red. Okay. I'm going to respect that. You might be into some things I'm not into. I'm going to respect that. Keep my distance from it. When you decide to divulge, just go into that world, that's on you. And so long as it ain't hurtful or harmful. If it's harmful, I might, look, I love you. I don't think that's a good idea. But am I going to tell you it's wrong? Don't do it. You still have a choice. Life is about choices. God gave us the freedom of choice. No matter what I tell you, you're going to do it anyway. So I might have to have a tissue box later on when you reemerge. But I'm going to love you and accept you and respect you. Which means that if you do some things that I don't like, I can show you mercy. I'll explain to you nicely why it's offended me. But at the same time, I'm going to show you mercy. Especially if I know that you don't know that what you're doing is harmful towards me. Be patient with people. This takes practice and some time to develop. This kind of mercy will take you a long way. Like in relationships, marriage, friendships. Accept people for who they are. Respect their differences from yours. Matthew 5:7. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. A whole Bible verse with nothing but mercy in it. Help people that are hurting around you, or anyone else for that matter. Romans 12:8. When you do acts of mercy, show mercy with cheerfulness. In other words, don't do something. Don't try to help somebody. Don't show somebody mercy and forgiveness and do it begrudgingly. Oh, God, I really don't want to do this, but you know what? I'm going to show you. No, don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. Put some cheerfulness in your spirit. Know that I'm forgiving this person. For one time, God has forgiven me millions of times. And he didn't go, oh, here we go again with this one. No, this is my child, and I love them, and I want the very best for them. So they didn't realize that this particular scenario was harmful to their spirit. I'm going to forgive them. They didn't realize that by doing this, it was harmful to blah, blah. I'm going to forgive them. Very calmly, humbly. It takes practice, a lot of it. But it's possible. It's doable. It's feasible. Believe me. Believe me. Be kind to those who offend you. That's hard. But it is possible. Showing mercy to someone who offends you may be difficult at first, but keep in mind that God shows you mercy and you offend him on the regular. Keep God in your mind and Jesus in your heart as you think of ways you can be kind to someone. You don't have to become their best friend again or ever, but start with forgiveness and letting go of the offense to the extent of wiping the slate clean. You know, when God forgives us, He takes that whole offense off our slate. You know, people think about the book, right? The book of our lives when we go up to the gate. Now, this is for Christians, but also if you don't know about it and you interested in what I'm saying, just listen. You know, in some people's mindset, this is the way I think. There's a book of life, and in the book, you're written. Your life is already written. So when you come to the gate of heaven, and you ask, "All right, is your name in the book?" You're praying that God will show you enough mercy, grace, and favor to put your name down. Please believe that. When you have to sit before God and all your offenses are read, it should be short, sweet, and simple, because most of them He done erased. The ones that we keep doing over and over and over and over and over and over. Come on now, that's become a habit. That's not an accident. That's a habit. Something we got to break. We in the stronghold. We in the struggle with that one. But the majority of your offenses, God don't wipe that slate clean. It's wiped clean. He's going to forgive you before you walk into His house. Because please know, you are not going up in heaven in the condition you are down here. That's not happening. You're going to have to get your situation together. And at the times we're in now, quickly. For those who don't believe in heaven, they believe that we just leave here and maybe we go to a different dimension, maybe we're reincarnated, whatever your belief is. While you're here, wouldn't it just, indulge me for a second here, wouldn't it make you a better person to show people how to treat you by treating them how you want to be treated? Nobody's, it's guesswork. Nobody knows how to treat you until you show them. I show you how to treat me and you still disrespectful. I'm going to show you mercy. I'm going to wipe the slate clean. I'm also going to wipe your name out my book. I don't know you. I'm going to walk away from the situation because I know that what you're doing it on purpose. You don't care enough about me to not offend me. But I care enough about myself to know that I don't need to be treated like that, and I'll forgive you. But I ain't going to keep doing it because it's a habit. I'm going to walk away from it. It was nice having you as a friend for the short period of time that you were, whatever you were. But this is not working out. This arrangement is not working out. So, yeah. Sorry. Wouldn't that be better? Show people how you want to be treated by treating them how you want to be treated. Showing them grace, mercy, favor. Might work out. You never know until you try. Build bridges of love to the overlooked. Now, people, we got some people we know that's just overlooked. People that nobody talks to, or you might be out and you see a homeless person. Everybody's just overlooking that person. Nobody's even paying attention to him anymore. Build that bridge. Hi, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. Do you need anything? Are you okay? I see that you're out here. It's cold. Do you need something to drink? Maybe a hot cup of coffee, some cocoa? Do you need something? Maybe eat? Do you need a couple of dollars? Do you need something? Show that person love. Extend love. Love beats the demon. You're showing somebody some mercy. They didn't offend you, but they've been offended just by being overlooked. People see a need, but they don't do anything about it. So build that bridge. and try to be a better person. Show people the way and pray that they take it and run with it. One random act of kindness goes a long way. Do not take revenge, because in the end, it might come back to bite you in the behind. And trust me, even if you do get away with the revenge, now it's on your mind for the rest of your life, what you did. And you can sit there and try to justify it all day, every day, twice on Sunday, that person offended you. They did this, that, and the third to you. So they got what the hand called for. And oh, well, I was right and they was wrong. But at the end of the day, guess what? How many times there's that whole conversation going to play over in your mind during those times when it's quiet, it's silent, nobody's talking. The music can't drown out the memory. The video can't drown out the memory. Church can't drown out the memory. Talking to your friends on the phone, going out for bowling, going to the bar. Liquor can't drown out. It can't mute it out. Now you're stuck with the memory of revenge. Trust me. Forgiveness, mercy, is a lot better than having to explain to our Father when you get up there why you felt justified to do his job for him. He's supposed to be the one to fight your battle. Especially when it's too hard for you to bear. He will give you that spirit of forgiveness if you ask. Not holding a grudge. Who's the queen of holding grudges, or used to be? Yes, Lord. Yes. I'll admit it. I could hold a grudge all the way to the grave of the person, and then 10 years after it, I could hold a grudge. I was, man, me and grudges, because my memories, I hadn't shown mercy to the person who offended me or my family. I didn't show the mercy. I didn't forgive. Even though I knew they were wrong, I could have still forgave them and took my power back, because now I done put all this energy into holding on to this grudge, into replaying this whole scenario of why they have hurt me or my family or harmed my personality or harmed my mental or harmed my heart, or for what? That person done went on with their life. Then I forgot about what they did. They moved on to somebody else and doing something else with someone else, on someone else. Making more negative memories. So why not take your power back and not hold on to that grudge and let it go? I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let the hurt go. I'm going to let the memory go. I'm just going to let it all go. I'm going to ask God to strike that from my memory. I'm going to just ask him, look, Father, I forgive. I don't forgive. I have to let go of this. This situation is killing me on the inside. I live with it daily. I can't function. I have to let it go. And see what happens. Watch God move. By be willing to forgive others who have wronged you. Just spoke on that. By not passing judgment on others. By not condemning others. By not pointing out other people's faults. You know, when someone offends you and you start going back at them, talking about what's wrong with them and yada yada yada, whatever, that's just as bad as them doing it to you. So why sink to their level? See, sometimes it says in the Bible, laugh at the devil. You gotta laugh. Confuse the devil. Laughter confuses him. Because the way he sets up the situations, to harm you, to destroy you. But when you know you have power, and we have power through Jesus, when you know you have power, come on now, somebody, you can laugh at a scenario. Whether you did it or you didn't do it, whether you're right or you're wrong, whatever the case may be, who is that other person to stand in judgment of you or to talk about you, destroy your character? Laugh. Like, that's all you're funny. You know what? I'm going to show you some mercy. I'm going to show you some mercy. By accepting people for who they are and not trying to change them. Because no matter how much you try to change a piece of stone, at the end of the day, you can dress it up, you can paint it, you can put little jewels on it. It's still a stone. It ain't changing. A leopard don't change its stripes, and a zebra don't change its stripes. You can call it black and white, but at the end of the day, black and white, white or black, is still a daggone zebra. Mercy and kindness should be used sparingly, however, because people can take advantage of it. You could show somebody mercy, and then they think, oh, well, see, this is where it might be shown as weakness. It's not weakness. It's actually a strength. I'm going to show you mercy, but I ain't going to keep showing you mercy. You ain't going to keep getting the opportunity to do things to me so that I have to show you mercy. See, that's where showing somebody mercy and you see that they are offending and being offensive on a regular... I love you better from a distance. The longer of the distance, the better. Forgiveness is also vital to create positive changes in others. When we show mercy and forgiveness to people who have wronged us, we give them a chance to change their behavior, especially when the person did something but didn't realize that it harmed you in some way. However, if we keep holding things against them, then we prevent them from changing and we stop ourselves from moving on with our lives. In other words, we can't keep holding on to the scenario that created the reason for the mercy and forgiveness in the first place. Forgive, show mercy, forgive, and then let it go. That's where the grudges come in at. Now I'm sitting here and I'm smiling in your face, but the whole time, I can't stand you. But I'm smiling at you, and I'm acting like I'm loving you to death. But in the end, I really don't like you because of what you did to me. No, because I'm holding on to it. I haven't truly forgiven you. I haven't truly shown you mercy. When I'm alone with my thoughts, sometimes I might think, oh, you know what? Someone, such and such, you know what? I could still, you know what I should have did? No. Because now they still have power. They have power in your life that they don't deserve. Without even realizing that they have power. You're giving them power. You're giving them license. So don't hold on to it. Forgive, show mercy, forgive, and move on past it. It might have really just been that they made a mistake. But for those that you know didn't make a mistake, because they keep doing things in maybe different ways, but over and over, those people 9 times out of 10 really don't like you. Or maybe they might be jealous. Or whatever the case may be. And you can still show them mercy. But it might be time to wipe the slate clean and put down whatever friendship, kinship, because sometimes we got to dissolve family. Just because you my family don't mean sometimes mud is thicker than blood. I got more family members that's through mud than it is through blood, trust me. Much more. And I get love and respect from those people in so many different ways. But family, blood, like I've been reading, I've shown mercy and I forgave. And we are blood, but I've walked away. So those relationships, they're in name only. At its most basic level, forgiveness is about choice, because God gives us choice. We can choose to hold on to pain or let it go. But it's not easy because we want, by nature, to hold on and hold others accountable for their actions. I mean, for real, it's only right? But if we look at forgiveness and mercy as a way to move on in our lives rather than letting the past determine our future, then it becomes easier to show mercy and forgive. Now that was as plain as I could say it. Look at forgiveness and mercy as a way to move on in your life. Don't let your past situations, past relationships, past anything, altercations, past wrongs. Don't let the past determine your future by you not letting go of it in your present. Because now it's affecting your present to the point to where your whole life is being based around these situations and circumstances and all these elements that's coming out of your past whatevers that don't make no sense at this point. Because the people that are involved, if you no longer have any dealings with them, how do they hold so much power in your life? In your mind? They're holding your thoughts hostage. You're holding your thoughts hostage with these people who don't even matter. So you show them mercy. And then you forgive. And you move on. And you feel free. It frees up your spirit. It frees up your mind. It frees up your heart. In fact, it might even unfreeze your heart. It isn't the people who have kept more rules than anyone else who get to face the eternity with the greatest confidence. It's believers who've shown mercy to other people. James 2:13. You must show mercy to others or God will not show you mercy. But the people who shows mercy can stand without fear at the judgment. Micah 6:8. The Lord has told you what is good, and this is what He requires of you: to do what is right, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. In other words, you need to do what is right with others. You need to love being merciful to others as much as it might pain you. Physically, your flesh might be like, look, bro. But your spirit, man, is like, okay, we need to do this so that I can be happier, so that I can feel freer, so that I can be reconnected to our Father. And to live humbly in fellowship with God. Just to live humbly. And it's not easy to live humbly. But when you humble yourself, you'll realize what's worth holding on to that's productive for you as a person, productive for your spirit, your spiritual man, your spiritual walk, productive for your mental clarity, and what's really not. What's counterproductive for your spirit man? What's holding your spirit man hostage? What's the real reason why you feel disconnected from God, disconnected from the Holy Spirit, disconnected from just anything that's spiritual? You just feel empty. That's counterproductive for your mental clarity. What's holding your thoughts hostage? Why does the situations keep jumping in your head every time you turn around? I'm thinking of this. When I see that person, I just want to do bodily harm. Every time I hear that person's name, I'm ready to snap. Not because it's holding you hostage. When you start living humbly, look, I don't need all that. I don't need all that. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I got my mind right. My spirit is flourishing. My spiritual walk is stronger. Physically, I'm stronger. I'm developing myself as a human being, myself as a person, myself emotionally. My emotions are in control. They ain't all over the place. And I'm living within my means. I'm not doing anything to try to impress others, because the only person I need to impress is Him. So I live humbly and walk my walk with God. That was for my Christians. Now for those who don't, those who want another walk with another type of religion or belief system, you can live humbly too. You can forgive too. You can show mercy to others too. It's not easy. It's doable. Okay? It is. And you take your power back. And you feel freer. I could have done something. But you know what? If I do it, I'm just as bad as you. If not worse. So you know what? You go ahead on. You got that. I forgive you though. But you don't have to give them another reason and another opportunity to do it again. It's not a sign of weakness. It's actually strength. Because you got to have a lot of strength to be able to forgive somebody who has harmed you. Especially when you know you got power. And you could harm that person back. Worse, make them wish they'd never known your name. And you choose not to do that, not to go that route. Because what would it prove? You get momentary gratification that you did this. And then what? 10 to life? Bragging rights in the street? If you got to get your respect that way, then you need to do a whole lot more soul searching and forgiveness than just that incident. Because respect is due, not given. And it shouldn't be out of fear. Side note. Don't know who that was for. But thank you, Holy Spirit, anyway, for leading me in that direction. And with that being said, I'm done. I'm at 59 minutes. And I thank you if you made it this far. Leave an emoji, a little heart. Let me know that you made it this far. I'm grateful. And you could look at the video before mine. You could look at the video after mine. But you chose to look at mine. And for that, I'm forever grateful. I really, 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 truly am. Because I know I'm long-winded. But sometimes I just got to say things in a way to get my point across. And just forgive my long-windedness. But you know, it's all from the heart. Come on in. Join the gang. My soul tribe is small. Prayerfully in 2023, we're going to start growing. because I'm going to be more consistent. And expect new things, new settings. Maybe even a couple of faces might stop through. With that being said, I'm Carmelle. This is Carmelle's World, and I am out.